Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Z with DLZ Gaming, and I'm bringing another Puzzles and Survival video. So, I've had this question asked a lot, and I know I've done a couple arena videos before, but I'm going to do a little bit more in depth. And as you can see, it's the end of the week, it's Sunday, and I am nowhere near close to being in the top 1,000. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go over a little bit more in depth of some of the things that I do when I'm doing my battles. Um, One of the things that people might not know, so several of them that I've talked to don't know, is we're not going to do that one or that one. I hate it when they've got Mantis in there, pain in the butt. All right, this is a perfect example because Lady M is in there. I should be able to beat this battle. Yeah, I should be able to win this. There are three healers, however. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult. We're going to go ahead and challenge. So one of the things that I look at on here is the stats of my heroes, which I know pretty well automatically. If you hold down, like if you're playing in the PC version, you have to hold the mouse button down. If you're playing on a mobile device, you just need to tap and hold, and it'll pull up an info screen on the hero. So basically, um, it'll tell you your main stats, your attack, your defense, and your hit points. If there's any boosts going on, that'll be reflected up here. Also, your plus status and your star. And then down here in this area, it's going to show your main rage boosts when you power off a skill. So, like, Eve restores 44% of allies' hit points, increases all allies' rage regen rate by 24% for 6 rounds, and restores 2% hit points per round for 6 rounds. And it also is going to show any status effects that are that are applied by either passive skills from another hero, or if an enemy or if an ally hero goes ahead and launches a skill. So, for instance, when I launch Myers' skill, he increases the attack by 80%, reduces hit by 25%, reduces all foes' attack by 20% for 5 rounds, and dispels all foes' buffs. So that 80% is going to show up right down here in the status effects. Okay. So let's go ahead and kick off a couple of these. Now, the other thing I want to show you is that click and hold, or any of that can also be done on the enemy. So when I'm looking at my skills, once I've gotten all my skills loaded up, I make sure that there we go. I got a 5. Nice. That is beautiful. Didn't kill him though. All right, so everybody is loaded. Let's see. I need to launch her. I don't have anything over here. I also need to launch her off. All right. So what we're going to do here is she just launched, I think, a turn ago. So I should have actually done it last turn. So you're going to see on here that any status effects will appear. She has the ability to prevent status effects, any new status effects. Anything that's already on there stays. It doesn't dispel anything. But any new stat negative effects, it prevents. So his poison would not apply. If I was using Phoenix, her flames, her burning would not apply if that status effect is applied. Also, she just kicked off, so let's see. Who did she hit? Okay, she hit Myers. He cannot gain rage for 2 more rounds. It's a total of 3 rounds, but so always look at your tiles when certain heroes kick off their effects. They're not quite as obvious as, say, stun is or the flames are, because the icons on here are not very well explained. I still don't actually know all the icons, but let's go ahead. What we're going to do, there's not a lot of blue tiles out there, so I'm going to save Fox. I'm going to use Eve because there are a ton of purples. All right, so we're going to use her to heal. Then we're going to go ahead and use Myers to apply the 80% boost. The attack is plus 80% for 5 rounds. So we're going to go him. Now he is also going to apply a defense boost, 63% for 6 rounds. Also, he applies a defense debuff, 44% for 6 rounds on all the enemies. So now we're going to go ahead and hit him. There are quite a few reds, so we're going to go ahead and hit that. That filled his rage nicely. We still have one more round of not being able to gain rage, so we don't want to do any of these yellows, gold. We will do the purple, though. And that did end up, there's no way around that sometimes. Now his rage should be able to be gaining again. It is. So we're going to do this, which will do my gold and purple. I'm going to go ahead and do red. That'll boost him. We want to stay away from her. We don't want her to trigger. We also want to stay away from him. Or her and her. So we have a perfectly good tile lined up here of red, which will only hit him. And that should cause them to pop from the poison. So now we're pretty safe. We'll go ahead and cast this and this. And that reapplied poison. And see, she doesn't debuff. Dispel debuffs. So she's going to constantly take that damage. We're going to go ahead over here and fill. All right. Darn. Well, this should actually trigger him again. All right. She'll heal. Cast my boost. Cast my debuff. Cast this. And it missed her. Darn. Okay, so go ahead and just keep going. That should boost. All right. We don't want. There we go. That popped him. All right. So you saw before I was at like 25 or 2700. So that gave me 601 levels. Go to the next one. It's a pretty nasty little lineup. All right. Another 3. So, and he's another one. Ulrich's another one that you got to watch out for, because if you have somebody strong if they have somebody strong in their lineup, like McCarty, who deals 195% damage, and you get hit with a 44% defense debuff, um, you can take a really nasty hit, especially if McCarty crits on there. If he does critical damage, it is nasty. Um, I am going to go ahead and dispel. So now I don't have a negative debuff or negative for my defense. Just the buffs. I don't have the negative. We are gonna go ahead and do this and follow it up with this, just so we have a healer ready. Because she is gonna go ahead and prevent rage from somebody, and it's random. So if she got hit and I didn't have healing ready, then that would hurt. So who did she hit? And she hit him for 2 more rounds. So what we'll do is we'll concentrate on getting Fox built up here. We'll go ahead and do her. All right, so he should be good now. His rage is able to gain. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to gain it on. Jeez. All right, so what we'll do is we will go ahead and trigger these two. Just gonna have to wait. There's so many green and yellow tiles that those two are gonna repopulate or re-rage again by the time McCarty's ready. See? So basically, I mean, a lot of it is in the tiles. What tiles you get. Is she not getting rage? Okay, she is getting rage. Very slowly. I hate that. There. All right, so she triggered. Let's go ahead. They don't have any negation. So we are going to go ahead and put it on before she can negate. And I'm also at this point getting an 80% damage boost from my round, per round. All right, and he applied poison again, so we're gonna take the poison and get rid of it. I still have a healer, so we're good on that front. And see, that's what's going to benefit me in the long run is with every round, this goes up. It also goes up for the enemy, but it goes up for everybody else, or for me as well. All right, so we just need yellows and greens. We're not going to get the greens. We don't want this to kick off yet, so we're going to go ahead and boost him. And that will probably kill one, and it did. But it also applied poison to Ulrich and Lady M, not her. So we're going to try and stay away from everybody and let the poison do its work. We're going to heal. Go here. We got rid of the biggest troublemaker, though. McCarty is the biggest troublemaker. Ulrich is strong, but he doesn't crit very often for some reason. have reds. All right, this should get us up there. Let's see. It's rage. Nope. All right, so we triggered her, and she's a little ways away from being triggered. So as long as we stay away from both the ladies, this should be the final round. I've got plus 250% rage or damage boost. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to attack or boost, buff, debuff, and attack. And that missed everybody. Unbelievable. But we're trying to stay away from those two, and that is working. My Ulrich's damage spread is what was killing them. All right, gain another 421 levels. All right, we're going to do one more in this video. And here's another nasty one, Nat. Okay. She has +3. That's when she starts to become dangerous in arena. We'll keep away from that one if I can. This one will work. Should work. With damage being low right now on the well, it's normal damage. With damage being low, I don't have to worry so much about the poison. And you saw that happened twice. Oh, but I forgot. She's got a nasty little ability. Where is... Yeah. So enemies prevented... chance to prevent the affected enemies from regenerating hit points for 5 rounds. Can't be dispelled. So, looking at... who was it here? There we go. HP regen ban was done on Myers. So my healing did not affect him. Affected the others, but it did not affect him. So that's not good. Because I cannot dispel that. So we're going to have to hope. She hasn't gone off yet. She hasn't gone off yet. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to try and take these guys out. All right, so we will heal. It's going to heal everybody but him. And her. So we are in a desperate situation here. And I bet she can't gain. No, she's dead. Okay, so I'm dead. This was a bad run here. Well, maybe I'm not going to be dead. I might not be dead. It just might take me a long time to do this. because I'm going to have to wait until damage boost is way up there. Maybe not as long as I thought it was going to take me. Let's get rid of defense. It's still going to take me a while. I'm trying to line up because she's about to heal. One hit and she'll heal. We'll debuff her. That helped a lot. And we need. Ugh. That is the problem with healers. They can take forever and forever and ever. There we go. So basically, when you're doing these runs, you want to make sure that you're checking to see which buffs and debuffs are being applied to both you and the enemy. Knowing your heroes and knowing the enemy heroes and their skill sets is the best thing. Learn them as quickly as you can because certain groups or certain teams of heroes work so well together that they are almost unstoppable. That's why occasionally you will see, even at the level that I'm at normally, you'll see teams that are only like 12 million offense, and they're up there because the team works so well together that even opponents that are a couple million, 3 million stronger have trouble with them, just because they trigger so well. And that's also another thing to look at when you're setting your defense. Make sure that your team is set up so that your debuffers and your healers are in the middle, and your damage dealers are closer to the outer end, because they gain rage based on how many tiles hit them. So your middle heroes are going to hit the most, um, as opposed to the ones on the end. So these three heroes for my defense are going to trigger more often. So you look at it like this. This is my healer and debuff, or my debuff remover. This is also a debuff remover plus a rage reducer and a rage reducer and damage dealer, and then damage dealer and a debuffer. And this is just basically a healer. So, I mean, your setup for defense is key for lowering the amount that you go down, as you're not going to go down quite as quick. I mean, you'll see in my history, I don't get damaged often. I don't lose. And these were defenses. And if I look at this team, um, she probably got lucky. Because that is not a team I should lose to. The only one to worry about is this one here because he stuns. But I should be able to win that. We're going to try it. Just because I am curious to see how much he stunned me. Who did she prevent rage? I wasn't paying attention. Alright, so my Myers. So I gotta try and stay away from yellows right now or gold. Besides, we want to build up her anyway. All right. So I'm in prime position to attack. We'll go ahead trigger that. So now all of these are set up to do damage on every single one of theirs, and they are a few rounds away from being able to heal. So one of their healers is popped. And she just triggered, so let's see. He can't gain range again. We're going to heal. We need to get rid of McCarty because he is just nasty. There we go. And that's it. So you see, I shouldn't have even lost that battle. I don't know why I did. And then her lineup. Oh, her lineup is nasty. Level 7 McCarty and Mantis along with these. Oh, that's nasty. Okay. Yeah. So if you like this video, go ahead and smash the like button. Go ahead and remember to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And Z out.